students. This is the fifth problem. From the following data, prepare a statement of sources and uses of cash. Balance sheet as on 31st December. So they have given you the balance sheet of 31st December 2007 and 31st December 2008. So in the liability side, they have given first item, that is share capital. Okay, the first item is share capital. So there are two types of share, equity and preference share. So in the first they have given the amounts of 2007, and in the second column they have given amounts relating to the year 2008. So the first item is equity share. Opening balance is 3 lakh, closing balance is 4 lakh. It means there is fresh issue of equity shares. Then we are having preference share 1 lakh 50 and 1 lakh. So the amount has been reduced. Opening balance was 1 lakh 50, closing balance is only 1 lakh. It means the difference 50,000 worth shares that were redeemed. Okay. So there is redemption of preference share. So issue of share is an inflow, redemption of preference share is an outflow. Then we are having general reserve. Opening balance is 40,000, closing balance is 70,000. So there is transferred to general reserve 30,000, okay, which we need to add to the closing balance of profit and loss account since it is a non-operating expense. Then we are having profit and loss account 30,000 opening balance and closing balance is 48,000. So this will be considered when we are doing cash flow from operating activities. Then we are having proposed dividend. Opening balance is 42,000, closing balance is 50,000. We need to open the account. Then creditors, it is a current liability. Bills payable is also current liability. So when it comes to creditor, opening balance is 55,000, closing balance is 83,000. So there is increase in the current liability. Okay, creditor increased current liability. Then under for bills payable, opening balance is 20,000, closing balance is 16,000. So there is decrease in the current liability. So we are having increase in the current liability creditor and decrease in the current liability. Under that we are having bills payable. Next item is provision for taxation. Opening balance is 40,000, closing balance is 50,000. So we need to open provision for taxation account. Then on the asset side, we are having goodwill. Opening balance is 1,15,000, closing balance is 90,000. So there is decrease in the value, which means goodwill written off. Okay. So all the adjustments are shown in respective accounts. Then we are having land and building. Opening balance is 2 lakh, closing balance is 1,70,000. So there is difference in the closing balance, isn't it? There is difference. So we need to open the account, and also we should see if there is any adjustment relating to these assets. Then we are having plant. Opening balance is 80,000, closing balance is 2 lakh. So there is increase. So we should open the account. Then we are having debtors, stock, bills receivable. These are current assets, stock, debtor and bills payable. So when it comes to debtor, opening balance is 1,60,000, closing balance is 2 lakh. So there is increase in the current asset. Again, stock, opening balance is 77,000, closing balance is 1,09,000. There is increase in the current asset. And similarly, bills payable, bills receivable, opening balance is 20,000, closing balance is 30,000. There is increase in the current asset. So when we are writing less increase in the current asset, we are having 3 items. Okay, all the current assets have been increased. So when we are preparing cash flow from operation, we are not considering cash in hand and cash at bank, even though these are the items of current asset. Okay, we are not considering cash in hand and cash at bank when we are preparing cash flow from operation. But in this problem, they have asked you to show a statement of sources and uses of cash. So they have specifically given that sources and uses of cash. Okay, this is not fund. Fund means you need to prepare fund flow statement. Okay, so they have asked you to prepare sources and uses of cash statement. It means it is cash flow statement. Okay, so additional information they have given. Yeah, cash in hand and cash at bank. So it is shown at the end of the statement. Okay, because we need to calculate how much net cash inflow is there, how much we need to find out the difference between opening and closing balance. So we will be getting net cash flow. Okay, so that time we are writing cash in hand and cash at bank. Then they have given additional information. Depreciation charged in 2008. Plant rupees 10,000, land and building rupees 20,000. So we need to show depreciation in respective accounts, and depreciation is a non-operating expense. Okay, it is a non-cash expense. So we need to add it to the closing balance of profit and loss account. Then interim dividend paid in 2008 rupees 20,000. So interim dividend paid. So interim dividend paid is a non-operating expense. So we need to add it to the closing balance of profit and loss account, and once again it will come in the cash flow statement. Income tax paid in the year 2008 rupees 35,000. So they have paid income tax. So when we are preparing provision for taxation account, we should show the adjustment for income tax paid. And income tax paid, okay, it is a non-operating expense. Okay, it is a when we are preparing cash flow from operation, at the end we need to deduct the income tax paid. We need to deduct income tax paid. That amount we need to deduct. So firstly we will prepare equity share account and preference share account, equity share capital account and preference share capital account. So opening balance is 3 lakh, closing balance is 4 lakh. So by balance brought down. Okay, we are preparing equity share capital account. So first entry is by balance brought down 30,000, and there is no other entry relating to equity share capital. So we will be writing the closing balance. So to balance carried down 4 lakh. So we will be writing the total as 4 lakh. So 4 lakh minus 3 lakh, we will be getting a balance of 1 lakh rupees. That is by bank account balancing figure fresh issue of equity shares. So firstly we will be writing the opening balance 3 lakh, closing balance is 4 lakh. Then 1 lakh difference, that is fresh issue of equity shares. Then we are preparing preference share capital account. So opening balance is 1,50,000, closing balance is 1 lakh. So by balance brought down 1,50,000. We don't have any other adjustment, so we will be writing to balance carried down 1 lakh. So the difference amount, it is 50,000, that is to bank account balancing figure redemption of preference share. The opening balance is more, closing balance is less. It means they have redeemed preference share. So that will be redemption of preference share. So the next item we are having general reserve. So profit and loss account we do not prepare. Then we are having proposed dividend, and then we need to show provision for taxation account. So second item, next account we are preparing will be general reserve account. So regarding general reserve, they have given you the opening balance and closing balance. So opening balance is 40,000, that is by balance brought down 40,000, and closing balance on the debit side to balance carried down 70,000. Now the total will be 70,000. You are having more balance on the debit side, and you will be getting a balance of 30,000, that is by profit and loss account transferred to general reserve. From the profit and loss account they have transferred 30,000 to general reserve account. Next we are preparing proposed dividend account. By balance brought down 42,000. Okay, they have given the opening balance. So when only proposed dividend account is given and no other information is given in the problem relating to dividend, okay, then whatever the opening balance is there, 42,000, it is assumed that the entire 42,000 is paid. Okay, the entire 42,000 of opening balance, whatever is there, that has been paid. So to bank account dividend paid. Okay, we are not considering interim dividend here. So they have just given proposed dividend account, whatever the opening balance is there, that will be treated as dividend paid, and then we are writing the closing balance 50,000, to balance carried down 50,000, and whatever the balancing figure is there, okay, that is 50,000, that is considered as by profit and loss account new provision. Okay, this will be the new provision. So the total will be 92,000. Okay, go through the working note. In the absence of specific information, it is assumed that an amount equal to the opening balance of proposed dividend is paid as dividend during the current year. Okay, it means the opening balance of proposed dividend is paid as dividend for the previous year during the current year. So it is only when there is no specific information or in the absence of specific information. It should be shown as an item of cash flow from financing activities in the cash flow statement. So how much ever is paid, that is cash flow from financing activity. The closing balance of proposed dividend refers to the new provision. Okay, the opening balance means it is dividend paid, and the closing balance refers to the new provision made during the current year. It is a non-operating item which had already been debited to profit and loss account, hence it should be added to the closing profit and closing profit in the statement of operating cash profit. In simple, it means when there is no specific information and only proposed dividend is given, then the opening balance is considered as dividend paid and the closing balance is considered as provision created. Next we are preparing provision for taxation account. So they have given the opening balance which is 40,000. So by balance brought down 40,000, and it is given in the problem that they have paid tax of rupees 35,000. So to bank account tax paid 35,000. Then they have given you the closing balance. So to balance carried down 50,000. So the total in the debit side, it will be 85,000. So 85,000 minus 40,000, we are having the balance of 45,000. So now this 45,000 is additional provision created. So we are going to write as by profit and loss account balancing figure. So next all the liabilities are over. Next we are considering the assets. So in the assets we are having the first item, that is goodwill, followed by land and building account, plant account we need to prepare. So goodwill account, since goodwill is a asset, we are going to write the opening balance on the debit side. So to bank balance brought down 1,15,000, it is the opening balance, and they have given you the closing balance. So by balance carried down 90,000. So whatever the difference you are getting, that is 25,000, that is by profit and loss account goodwill written off. So opening balance was more, closing balance was less. So the difference amount is written off. Okay, goodwill written off. So by profit and loss account balancing figure goodwill written off. So relating to land and building, they have given the opening balance, closing balance and depreciation. So since land and building is an asset, we are going to write the opening balance on the debit side. So to balance brought down 2 lakh. Next we are having depreciation. So by depreciation account 20,000. Okay, then we are having the closing balance. By balance carried down 1,70,000. So we are having only 3 information in this problem: opening balance, depreciation, closing balance. So the debit side total is more, 2 lakh. So 2 lakh minus 20,000, 2 lakh minus 1,70,000. So we are having 10,000 balance. So that balance is considered as sale. So by bank account balancing figure sales 10,000. Next we are preparing plant account. Again relating to plant account, we are having only 3 information: opening balance, depreciation and closing balance. So we are writing the first item, that is to balance brought down, opening balance 80,000. By depreciation account 10,000, the depreciation is given in the problem, and by balance carried down 2 lakh. Okay, the closing balance is also given in the problem. So 2 lakh plus 10,000, 2 lakh 10,000 is the total. So we are getting a balance on the debit side, that is 1,30,000. So to bank account balancing figure, and the balance is considered as purchase. Okay, the balance is considered as purchase. So now this sale in land and building, we are having sales, isn't it? So this is cash flow from investing activity. Okay, sale, it is cash flow from investing activity, it is an inflow. Okay, it is an item of inflow. You need to add that. And purchase, again it is an item of investing activity itself, but when we are purchasing the asset we need to pay, isn't it? So it is an outflow of, it is an item of outflow of cash. So we are done with all the working notes. Now we are preparing statement showing cash flow from operation. We are preparing cash flow from operation. So firstly we need to write closing balance of profit and loss account, which is given in the problem. So 48,000, closing balance of profit and loss account is 48,000. Add non-cash and non-operating expenses. So we are having different non-profit and non-operating and non-cash expenses. So go through the problem. So whatever has been given in the adjustment, we need to consider that. So you are a depreciation, land and building, depreciation on plant, depreciation on land and building. So these are non-operating expenses, non-cash expenses. Interim dividend paid. Then transfer to reserve 30,000. Proposed dividend provision 50,000. Provision for taxation, the additional provision 45,000. Goodwill written off. So these are the non-operating expenses. So depreciation on plant 10,000, depreciation on land and building 20,000, interim dividend 20,000, proposed dividend 50,000, transfer to reserve 30,000, provision for taxation 45,000, and goodwill written off 25,000. So when we add all these items, we are going to get the total of 2 lakh. Now this 2 lakh is added to the closing balance of profit and loss account, which is 48,000. So the total comes to 2,48,000. Now less non-cash and non-operating income. So in this problem there is no non-cash and non-operating income, so it is nil. Less opening balance of profit and loss account, that is 30,000. So 2,48,000 minus 30,000, cash profit from operating activity will be 2,18,000. Now add decrease in current asset and increase in current liability. So there is no decrease in current asset in this problem, it is nil. And increase in current liability, we are having only one item, that is creditors. The opening balance was 55,000, closing balance is 83,000. So the difference is 28,000. So 28,000 has been increased. So no other items. So we will be writing 28,000 in the outer column. Then less increase in current asset. So we are having three aspects: debtors, stock, bills, receivable. When it comes to debtor, already I have explained 1,60,000 was the opening balance, closing balance is 2 lakhs, so the difference is 40,000. Stock opening balance was 77,000, closing balance is 1,09,000, the difference is 32,000. Bills receivable, closing balance is 30, opening was 20,000, so the difference is 10,000. Then we need to deduct the decrease in current liability. So the bills payable has been decreased. Opening balance was 20,000, closing balance is 16,000, so the difference is 40,000. So when we add these four items, the total which we are getting will be 86,000. So 28,000 less 86,000, sorry, 2,18,000 plus add 28,000 less 86,000, it will be 1,60,000, 1,60,000 less income tax paid, less income tax paid. So it is given in the adjustment, that is they have paid an income tax of 35,000. So income tax paid will be 35,000. So 1,60,000 minus 35,000, cash flow from operation will be 1,25,000. Cash flow from operating activities will be 1,25,000. So this is about cash flow from operation. Okay, till the fourth problem we were working out till here, isn't it? But from this problem onwards, we need to prepare cash flow statement. Okay, so the next statement is cash flow statement for the year ending 31st December 2008. Cash flow statement for the year ending 31st December 2008. 3 columns, particular and 2 amount column. The first heading is cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities. So we have already calculated cash flow from operating activities. So net cash flow from operation is 1,25,000 because we have already calculated that 1,25,000. The next heading is cash flow from investing activities. Cash flow from investing activities. Under that we need to write inflow and outflow. Inflow of cash and outflow of cash. So when we say investing activity, here we are considering purchase of asset and sale of asset. So under inflow we are writing the sales, and under outflow we are writing purchases. So cash inflow, under that you should consider the sales. So sale of land and building 10,000. Sale of land and building rupees 10,000. So relating to sale or relating to purchase, they have not given anything in the problem, but we have prepared land and building account, right? We had prepared land and building account. So on the credit side we have written by bank account sales 10,000, and when it comes to plant account we have written to bank account purchase. So these are the investing activities. So cash inflow sale of land and building 10,000, cash outflow purchase of plant. So when there is purchase of plant, so we need to deduct that, isn't it? So cash inflow minus cash outflow, that is 1,30,000. So net cash outflow from investing activity, inflow minus outflow, that will be 1,20,000 minus balance. So that will be net cash outflow from investing activities. 10,000 minus 1,30,000. So the difference is 1,20,000. That is net cash outflow from investing activities. Next, cash flow from financing activities. Under financing activity, we should consider shares, debentures, dividend paid, etc. So cash flow from financing activities. So under cash inflow, it is issue of equity shares, issue of equity capital or issue of equity share capital, 1 lakh. Under cash outflow, we need to write redemption of preference share, 50,000, interim dividend paid 20,000, proposed dividend paid 42,000. So under investing activity, we have written all the cash inflows and cash outflow. Now to calculate the net cash flow, we need to deduct the outflow from the cash inflow. So 1 lakh minus 50,000 minus 20,000 minus 42,000. The net cash outflow from financing activity, it will be 12,000. So you are getting a minus balance. So you will be writing it inside the bracket. So 12,000. Now you should note that in the outer column we are having only 3 amounts. Okay, we are having only 3 amounts. So cash flow from operating activity, you are having 1 amount in the outer column. Cash flow from investing activity, only 1 amount in the outer column. And cash flow from financing activities, we are having only 1 item in the outer column, which is 12,000 minus balance. So next we are calculating net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents. Net increase or decrease in cash equivalents. For this, we need to consider cash and cash equivalents at the beginning less cash and cash equivalents at the end. So cash and cash equivalents at the beginning means we need to consider the year 2007. At the beginning means we need to consider 2007. At the end means we need to consider the year 2008. Cash in hand and cash at bank. So these are the 2 items, that is cash and cash equivalents at the beginning, and cash in hand and cash at bank. These are the items. These are the closing balance. So cash and cash equivalents at the beginning, cash in hands 15,000, cash at bank 10,000. So the total will be in the second column 25,000. Okay, the inner column alli total balbeku, that will be 25,000. Less cash and cash equivalent at the end. So cash in hand, cash at bank, the closing balance we need to write 10,000 and 8,000. The total is 18,000. Now we need to compare between, we should do a comparison between the opening and closing balance. So at the beginning we are having 25,000, at the end we are having only 18,000. So opening is 25, closing is only 18. It means there is decrease. Okay, there is net decrease in cash equivalent. So 25,000 minus 18,000, it will be 7,000. So net decrease in cash equivalent 7,000. So now this amount 7,000. Okay, so we are having 3 amounts in the outer column, right? That is 1,25,000 minus 1,20,000 minus 12,000. Okay, so we are having 3 amounts in the outer column, 1,25,000 plus we are having the negative balance 1,20,000 minus 12,000. Now when we add these three amount, it must be equal to 7,000. Then your answer is considered as right. Okay. Thank you, students.